4 o'clock, I'll call the regular session of the town council to order. Would you please join me in the pledge of allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay, no public hearing, public comment. Would you like to be in public comment?
Yes, I will.
You would please stand and state your name for the record.
Okay, my name is Barbara Robinson, and I've lived here for about 8 wonderful years. And when I was in Phoenix, I'm a snowbird, so I go back and forth. So when I was in Phoenix and I heard that you were just starting the pool in April, I started to shake a little bit because I had little faith that it would get done. And so I just wanted to come before all of you and thank you very, very much for the hard work that this community has done and you in getting it done for us, because I use it twice a day and I know that there's a lot of kids that come out, and so many times people only come before you to make a complaint, and I thought it was important. And I want to thank you for the dedication day. Although I did not get any cake, by the time I got over there, the cake was all gone. And then Mike, I hate to tell you, my prize was a squirt gun. Because I went swimming with all the kids. I was the crazy lady with the hat trying to do laps around the pool. But anyway, it was a lot of fun. I do have some concern. Oh, one other mention. I would like to thank you for hiring such wonderful people. My lifeguards, I call them my lifeguards because they're my children now. They are so fantastic. We live in a neighborhood where I just don't know where these wonderful children come from. I really feel that from the bottom of my heart. And in particular, Sam Gallagher is really stepping up to the plate, and as the manager, and all of the new faces that I see. I was there last week when they were doing their preparation for the lifeguarding certificate, the upgrades that they have to do. And I mean, I would not be able to carry a 10-pound brick on my chest and swim backwards. And they take it very, very seriously. And so I really, did want to put a plug in for them. I do have some concerns though. We're turning purple and blue in the pool without the pool cover, and this woman is no longer suffering from hot flashes because the pool is so cold.
I'll interrupt you. The pool covers are on order.
That's what I've heard, but we keep hearing that, and it's those poor little the swim team. The other day,
Blue's our favorite color.
Yeah, I think we ought to just change the name of the team and just the Blues or something, but that's good to hear. Is there any time frame that?
Mr. Sims was talking about.
I think it'll be next week, maybe hopefully early next week. They are supposedly coming to Reading this week, and then the company that supplies pool supplies, other things, chemicals and stuff, will be coming to Alturas either late this week or next week.
Well, as a plus, the geothermal is working really nice. So if we had the pool cover, because I've learned to swim along the edge, right? I have to swim there because I have asthma, you see, and I have to be in contact with not really. I do have asthma, but I don't have to swim across. But the geothermal really is working nicely. Yeah. Another thing that I've noticed is that there's a water leakage in the women's restroom in the shower area, and we're talking over 2 weeks now. And it's not just a little dribble.
That's the shower that's...
Yeah.
Those parts are hard to get.
Are they really? Is it a cost thing?
It's availability.
Is it availability? Is it because it's so old?
Well, there's a special valve that mixes the water and the pull chain on it.
Oh, okay. So probably they don't even make it
It's about a $200 part.
Oh, okay.
So, but there is one coming somewhere.
Yeah, I just hate to see, I live on a ranch, so I hate to see water. When you have a well, that water is just like, I feel like putting buckets under there, taking it and going watering flowers around the town or something, but okay, so that's good to hear. My last thing, and this I really think is a serious, could be a possibly serious problem. The rocks that were put in front of the, excuse me, the fencing, okay, that's great, because now the kids don't have the teeny tiny rocks to throw into the pool. But what's happened is, people like myself that park right across from that fence, I come right across, and I noticed that it's very difficult to walk on that, and you twist your leg, and I think that's an accident waiting to happen. And so I was wondering if we could possibly make like just a little walkway, you know, on inside where the rocks are, where the little, I guess that little cement, it dips down to the lowest part. I talked to the men in the green cars, I don't know who they are, they said you were, yeah. I talked to them about it, and they thought they were thinking the same thing. Because I've seen little kids fall down in there already.
There's two things on that. Number one, you're really not supposed to park where you're parking over there along the side there on the road. And then
You're not, even though it doesn't have any
No.
signage not to park there.
it doesn't, but we discourage parking in there for two reasons. Number one, the big rock was to kind of discourage people from going across that. Also, park down lower and then get on the sidewalks and go up.
Oh, that's what I've been doing. That's what after the first couple of times where I almost tripped. I just see it as someone's gonna get hurt eventually. Someone is gonna, because the couple of times that I did go across it, I did almost, you know, and I was having, the lifeguards were helping me across and like that. But I just see it as a bit of a liability, and I hate for the city to have, us to have to pay somebody because they twisted their ankle and then they go, oh, lawsuit, so anyway.
We'll check it out.
Anyway, I do want to thank you. I'm just so happy about the pool. It's fantastic. It's even better than I expected. And I mean, I honestly, when I drove back from Phoenix and I saw the pool, I started crying. It made me so happy.
Well, thank you for the kind words. And you think you were nervous about the opening day, you should have seen Ray and I.
Oh, really?
We were a bit nervous on
But
it.
in January, and it was like, I think it was 10 below zero in the morning, then Mike and I met with the contractor, and he thought he ought to get started. He goes, oh, sure, I can finish it. And I think
Starting in
this is
April.
winter, and this is Lake County, and you think,
I know. Well, that's what I thought, but I
we had a
thank you
good
very much.
fall, winter.
Ray's hair was brown and I had a full head.
Did you? That's what I thought.
Well, thank you very much. We
Okay.
appreciate it. And thanks for the comments about our lifeguard. We're proud of them, and we've got a great manager.
Well, I think, the young people in our town don't get the pats on the back sometimes that they deserve, and I'm a big, I think they're fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Frank, did you have some comments tonight, or just sitting here as a pretty face?
Happy to be here.
Okay, thank you. Any other public comment? I guess that's it, huh? We'll go ahead and move into communication, comments, and informational items. Any comments from the council?
Mayor, back to public comment or at the beginning of the meeting, I just wanted to clarify one thing on our agenda.
Okay.
And that is that, item number 9, the executive session, I think we sent out a revised agenda by email, but I'm not sure if everybody got it. But where it says, sub small d, it should be small f and scratch labor negotiations. It's not labor negotiations tonight.
It's
It
Information.
is not labor,
Oh, okay,
so it's f, small f.
okay.
Thank you. Okay, was there any comments on the communications? Yeah. No department, consent calendar is the next item, and we have, it's consisting of the June 10th minutes. Any corrections, additions?
I see they were done by Ray. Thank you, Ray.
Yes, thank you. I'll accept the motion.
I would move we approve the consent calendar.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
I have a motion to second to approve the consent calendar as presented. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Motion carried unanimous. Council manager updates. Well, I just to kind of go along with Barbara's words there, I just wanted to pass along to the council. I got a really nice thank you note from the Desi.
Zamudio.
Thank you. I never can say their last name. Anyway, thank you. Same thing, kind of same words Barbara had. What a nice, how the pool turned out and then the effort that the town put on it. So I attended the ILC opening event and I went on the tour provided by Christy Twait. It was very interesting to see what they've done over there. We even got up to the 3rd floor, which isn't quite finished, but it was a nice tour. And the rest of it, I've been gone for 9 days enjoying the coast, so I didn't do anything else. So, Sandy,
I have nothing to report.
Michael?
I went to the CHIP meeting the other night at the Elks, and that seemed to be pretty well attended. They did pretty much the same thing that they had done first organizational meeting where they did some coming up with ideas, brainstorming around tables and writing them up and then going with their priorities and trying to get those things narrowed down. I have not seen the results yet of that survey, but it was a nice day, a nice evening.
Thank you. Mike?
In regards to the prison advisory committee's liaison appointment that I didn't show up for your DED, I called and told Rebecca on a recording that I was unable to make it because of our meeting, so I apologize. I wish I could have been there, but it wasn't something besides blue jeans, I promise you. But also I did want to say that the Red Rock biofuels negotiations are continuing. There's a meeting this week, tomorrow, I think, isn't it, right? Yeah. So we'll hopefully before next award something happening here in Lakeview, Oregon.
Keep us informed. Thank you very
And
much.
y'all are well aware with the enterprise, with the special meeting and all of it.
All right, Ray?
Just that we continue, I continue to make sure Bird Dog, the geothermal loan process through to the finish. I think everything that we need to do has been done as far as documents and all. It's just waiting for the 26th is the date that the loan actually closes and US Bank will have been paid off and we'll owe USDA for the rest of our life. Well, 40 years So, but anyway, that project is coming to an end. In that aspect, there's still things that we're working on and finishing up and will for some time, but the big parts of it are now complete.
Okay. Christie, did you have anything?
And I forgot to put in, we had a planning meeting, earlier in the month. Earlier in the day. 11th, I think it was. We did approve, the sign for the ILC. The new sign was they had to do variance because it was a little bigger than we allow. So we were generous with them because they started the sign and then turned in the application. So we got the sign going, and then our next planning meeting, we have a soccer field for the school, so.
Okay. On the sign, they were very gracious and mentioned that you worked with them on their new sign, so thank you to the planning commission for that, so. Okay.
Did
the other gentleman that
Yeah, they
got a variance on his.
They had a pretty experience, yeah.
Yeah, I was gone someplace and I couldn't put that in.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go ahead and move into new business. Our first item is resolution number 865. Ray, do you have any comments for the council?
This is just, every year we have to do certain things in order to approve our budget for next fiscal year. And one of those is acknowledging that we have budget committee meetings and town council budget hearings regarding, among other things, the use of state revenue sharing in our budget for next year. So this resolution acknowledges that we did that.
Okay, comments or questions from the council? If not, I'll accept the motion.
I move we approve resolution number 865 in the matter of receiving state revenues for the 2014-2015 fiscal year.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Have a motion and a second to approve resolution number 865 in the matter of receiving state revenues for the 2014-2015 fiscal year. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimous. Our next is resolution number 864.
866.
You're going backward.
You have to improve your writing. It looks like okay, 866. Excuse me.
Resolution
Going backward. Who knows, so.
Resolution 866 actually adopts the annual budget for the town of Lakeview for 2014-15, making the appropriations, imposing and categorizing taxes, and levying taxes. The town budget for this year is $8,649,000, almost 800. Let's just round it off to $8,650,000. So this again is the other document that we need to adopt at this time for continuing business after the 1st of July.
Okay, questions or comments from the council? If none, I would accept the motion.
I would move we approve resolution number 866 in the matter of adopting the annual operating budget for the fiscal year 2014-2015, making appropriations, imposing and categorizing taxes, and levying taxes.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second to approve resolution number 866 in the matter of adopting the annual operating budget for the fiscal year 2014-2015, making appropriations, imposing and categorizing taxes, and levying taxes. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimous. Our next is a MOU of understanding between the Oregon Department of Environmental Quality, Lake County, Town of Lakeview, Oregon Department of Forestry, and the Collins Timber Company, LLC. Ray, would you like to?
Sure, Mary, last Wednesday at our special meeting, you'll recall DEQ had just actually delivered that to us. At that point, Collins Company had provided him, Collins Timber Company, with this MOU. We have been, as part of our air quality improvement efforts and the PM Advance program, you'll recall that earlier we entered into an agreement similar to this with the U.S. Forest Service with regards to burning within the airshed, essentially the watershed of the Goose Lake Valley, and that they would follow the red, green, and yellow call of the day with regards to their forest management burning. Collins Company has agreed to do the same thing, and this document would is the agreement that memorializes that agreement with the Collins Company. Again, they own something in the neighborhood of 100,000 acres of land within the within eyesight almost of the town of Lakeview, and they potentially can contribute. Generally air quality from forest management burning is not a problem, but occasionally it has been. And this is an effort by all those partners of ours in our air quality efforts to step up and do what they can. And so this is Collins' agreement with regards to that.
Thank you. Any comments or questions from the council?
Are there other agreements needed, Ray, with other private landowners? I don't know, WTR has some holdings here, but not so much in our area.
They're not here in the valley, in the airshed. So I'm unaware. These are the only ones that I'm aware of that were working on this. The Forest Service. BLM is the next one that somebody might think of. That essentially, BLM only owns 40 acres within the valley here in Lakeview. Everything else theirs is north or east or way west. So they're not a major contributor.
I'll accept the motion.
Make a motion that we accept the memorandum of understanding for the Oregon Department of Environmental Quality, Lake County, Town of Lakeview, Oregon Department of Forestry, and Collins Timber Company, LLC.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the MOU between Oregon Department of Environmental Quality, Lake County, Town of Lakeview, Oregon Department of Forestry, and Collins Timber Company, LLC. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries unanimous.
Just so you know, Mike, when you sign these, we need like 5 copies of it signed.
Oh, okay,
Which we
to go
have.
to each one of the entities.
Yeah, so everybody will have an original when it's
All
on.
right. And now we have a CDBG intergovernmental agreement for the Head Start. Ray, would you like to?
Another step along the way towards the Head Start project, the building of a new Head Start facility down in the south part of Lakeview. We need to enter into an agreement between the town and South Central Oregon Economic Development District for the management and administrative services. They'll oversee the paperwork involved in keeping us in compliance with CDBG regulations. It doesn't relieve us of the responsibility for making sure that it gets done, but again, the district has the expertise. I think Betty sat here a couple of meetings ago and explained that she, especially, and her staff also has several years of several projects of experience with this, and so they're well able to do this kind of work for us. And quite honestly, the town does not have staff that has experience with complying with CDBG projects. There's money involved in this, up to $50,000, but it is money that's available in the grant. It's not our money. It is part of the grant monies that are available. So we're ready to go.
Okay.
We're ready to take this step. Let me put it that way. We'll never be ready to go.
Questions or comment from the council? Okay, everybody does know that CDBG is Community Development Block Grant. So, okay. I'd accept a motion.
I move we approve the intergovernmental agreement between the town of Lakeview and South Central Oregon Economic Development District for management and administrative services for the Lakeview Head Start project.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Have a motion and a second to approve the intergovernmental agreement between Town of Lakeview and the South Central Oregon Economic Development District for management, administrative services, Lakeview Head Start project. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimous. Our last item is a nuisance abatement. This is dated May 6th. Why are we enforcing this? Is that the reason it's in there?
At this point, yes.
And we are.
We're ready. That's what I want to talk to you. I want the council. John, if you're ready, I'll tell you.
Yes, we're ready. We're ready. Go.
How about that? I have sent the notices necessary for the abatement of the nuisance that exists at 212 North K Street. It's the Herrick property. I think some of you have driven by and seen it. The front has been somewhat taken care of. They accomplished that by just putting it in the back, along with all of the rest of the garbage and waste that was already back there. So I've sent notice, given them their 10 days to appeal, gave them additional opportunity to comply on their own, and nothing is happening. So our legal counsel suggested that just to make sure that you know that this nuisance still exists and that we need to go forward with abatement. The abatement means that we will hire somebody to go and, whoever we can find, to go and clean up the mess, dispose of it properly, and then we will follow the procedures in our ordinance for placing a lien on the property. It's tax lien, is what it'll amount to, and there'll also be administrative costs that we can recover. And so once we've done this, I'll let them know when we're going to schedule for it to be done. And they could still one last chance, I guess, for it to be actually taken care of without us having to. But with your permission, I'm going to go forward with cleaning this property up.
I have a real concern. I know part of your letter it said in its current condition, the house is uninhabitable. With no water at that facility, can we not only abate all the trash and garbage around, but condemn that home and get people out of it? Can we do that?
That'll be another step that we'll take. The house is probably an unsafe structure, and it's probably not habitable because of its current condition. But that's a bit of a different process, and so we'll take care of the obvious concerns to the neighborhood on the outside first, and then we can we'll take steps to address the rest of it.
Okay. Council, any comments or questions?
Do the people that live in it own it?
Yes. I'm not sure exactly who all is living in it, but the woman who lives there owns it. Her and her mother owned it, and and it was one or the other of the survivor. Her mother did pass away, so she does own the property.
I would like to instruct Mr. Sims to proceed with the abatement of the trash and everything anyway.
He's doing okay.
Do we need a,
Please, a motion.
I move that we give our town manager permission to continue with the abatement procedure at 212 North K Street, Lakeview, Oregon.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
We got second.
Third.
You got a second and a third. I have a motion and a second to instruct our town manager to proceed with the notice of abatement at 212 North K Street. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Okay. That's the end of our regular session meeting. I will adjourn for a executive session under ORS 192.660, parentheses 2, parentheses small f, on information. So if you're,
What time is it?
oh, at 4:37. 27. And then I will also sign up for on how to read time in the near future, so.
We need to get a digital one.
Yes, I got it on my arm, but I forgot to look.
Just for the record, small f is to consider information or records that are exempt by law from public inspection.
Okay, so, yes,
Mr. Mayor, may I make a late comment on the nuisance abatement?
yes, you may.
After the owner burned the property, the house down last March, the vegetation got pretty high, and I saw Ray outside of the building and mentioned it to him, and so he did hire someone to come in and weed eat the thing down, and whoever it was done an outstanding job, not only on the property, but in the gutter from the street between it and the curb. He did an excellent job. But while they were cleaning up the debris after the fire, they hauled in a couple of truckloads of dirt. And why he didn't have the person he had hired to do that, why he didn't backblade that dirt. I understand he still has about 3 months or so to level the thing up and make it look nice, but it's still pretty ragged looking over there. The dirt is piled a little here and there and yon, but I do want to thank Raymond for mentioning it to him, and he did get right up there right away within a couple of days and done an excellent job on getting the vegetation down. It had got pretty high since last March.
Thank you.
I thought I'd pass that on.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on it along with you for a little while there, okay? All right, I do have to ask you all to please leave and we'll go into executive session. Steve and Rob, if you both will stay for the information. Thank you.